So what's up guys, how's it going? Welcome to the Minute channel. Today we're gonna be doing a discussion video regarding one of the most enigmatic characters in Persona 5 Royal. Now this character is not Baruki. This character is gonna be Jose. Now, or in the English and Japanese, for some reason they call him Jose. I don't know where that comes from. I've never heard of that name before, but I know Jose, so I wanna call it like that, or whatever I can't call it. Now if you want to call it something else, whatever, I don't care. Let's go ahead and talk about this video here. So Jose is a character that you meet at the very beginning of the story. I think he shows up in Mementos the very first time that you go there, and he presents himself as somebody that is visiting really Mementos, and his purpose in Mementos is to find these flowers that tells him that he helps him understand it helps him understand human. He turns this into a juice and everything like that. So the more you spend time in Mementos and you catch these flowers, the more he gets to unlock these additional things that he learns about humans and everything. Now on the other hand, gameplay wise, finding these flowers allows you to trade with him, and he gives you either items, or he is able to transform mementos in different ways to help you either earn more XP or find more items or find more money. Now I find this extremely interesting here. Before we even discuss who Jose is, I do want to discuss the fact that he's able to modify and change mementos. If you don't know what mementos is in other words the cognitive world in which everybody else is connected through. The whole city of Tokyo is connected through mementos, as kind of like this area where they call it as everybody's palace, but really is everybody's mind. They're all connected together. We can see that when we fight Jalvadot and he's connected through everybody. He's kind of drained them to heal itself and everything. So that's really what it is. So the fact that he has enough power to modify mementos by finding these weak points in it, I find it particularly interesting. Now what the flowers are we can also discuss in a second, but there's many theories that you can draw as far as who he is. He mentions this person, this master that is teaching him how to learn about humans, because he is very talented and special, and he has specific things. Now I have a couple of theories about this that I want to talk about, discussion kind of thing about it, and then want to talk about all the stuff that I find interesting. For example, the flowers that he utilizes and you catch there, which he turns them into juice to kind of learn more about humans. I believe that those are actually human emotions. Throughout the time that we spend in Mementos, you can hear humans' laments and cries. They actually mentioned that multiple times, like screams and everything like that. But I believe that there's multiple emotions in Mementos. You find not only just pain, but other different stuff, and I feel like these flowers are kind of like the good feelings or more good emotions in humans and everything. That's pretty much what he's drinking there. He's learning human emotions by drinking them. But that is my personal theory here. Let me know if you think that the flowers is what it is. I think it makes sense based on what we see mementos and everything, so it would be interesting if that's what it is, based on what I think here. Now talking about Jose itself and his master, I believe that he's a student of two possible people. One, he could be a student of Philemon. Philemon in Persona 1 and 2 is the main person that kind of throws you into this, without spoiling you anything. He's behind the god behind pretty much everything. He's behind the Velvet Room, you know. He created a Velvet Room to help humans, and he's heavily involved with other gods. In short, really, the events of Persona 1 and 2 happen because of a bet that he has with somebody else, without spoiling again. So it's really interesting. I think that will make sense because that follows along with what Philemon does and things and everything like that. The other person that I think he could be a student of is Elizabeth. The reason is why I particularly think Elizabeth is a attendant from Persona 3. If you have not played Persona 3, I'm not going to spoil you the ending or anything like that. But Elizabeth is also somebody that is extremely curious about humans, and she wants to learn about them. And pretty much throughout the entirety of the game Persona 3, you're pretty much taking Elizabeth to kind of teaching her about humans and everything like that. And in the consequential games Persona 4 Ultimax and in Persona 4 Arena, you can see her character development. She has abandoned the Velvet Room for her own wishes. She has her own goals and everything that she wants to accomplish and everything, without again spoiling everything. But it's really interesting. I feel like she will be a good candidate for a good teacher for him. So overall, who he is interesting, and I think we'll probably see him more in next following games. When I was talking to a lot of the viewers here, I was talking about how he could even potentially take over the Velvet Room. As we know in Japanese culture, when a voice actor passes away, which the original voice actor for Igor has passed away, and of course in the story he kind of lives in without much of a role at this point, really. It will be interesting to see Igor be replaced by a different character, and one of the characters that came up is really Jose, because it makes sense. He is a new character, he's likable, he possibly been studying under somebody that is as important, if not as Igor. Igor is actually a attendant, or was an attendant and a student from Philemon, so that's why I'm thinking that if Jose is also a student from Philemon, it will make sense for him to kind of take over the role as the attendant or as the master of the Velvet Room later on. That will be interesting if it could happen. I think that that will definitely be something interesting to see from here on. Now himself, he's an interesting character as far as like his attitude and everything. He's innocent and cute, and his jokes and everything that he does, not really his jokes, but the way that he talks and everything I think is very interesting. And I would definitely like to see him again. As far as who he is, he's pretty much the same kind of beings as the attendants. I believe they all of them share similar things. They all have the yellow eyes, which is particularly known, as all of the attendants have, as well as that white gray hair that they have. All of them have that particular color hair. So that those two characteristics are really similar from all around. As to what the attendants are, we actually don't know. We know they're not humans, as they refer humans as humans. I have a couple different theories here, whether they're demigods or gods or something along the lines of other world beings that watch humans. He puts it in the end of the of his boss battle, where he talks about how other beings are pretty interested in humans and probably checking them out from time to time and everything. So definitely this sets up the motion for all different things in the next following games. I'm pretty interested to see what this builds up somehow. But let me know in the comments below what you think he is, and what will you expect him to kind of show up in the next games or so on. I feel like they're definitely setting him up for a character with a more interesting line down the line, definitely. But anyway, that's it for today, guys. Keep discussion videos, and I'll see you guys next time.